Hey guys, I'm just another engineer, and welcome back to some more Turbo Snail construction. As you can see in the top left, I am on Discord with my good friend, Vilgot. Say hello.
Hi. Uh,
So, the game got an update. There are a lot of new things, including this wonderful thing.
yes.
Also, this looks ugly now. So, um, unfortunately, yeah, it doesn't look nice. But, hopefully, when I shoot the spud gun, it's in time now! I fixed OBS! Yay! So that's no longer going to be annoying. So, the reason why I have Vilgot here today is I don't really know how to make an ALU, and that's what we're doing today. I do
Yes.
know I do know how to make addition for the most part, but it's the subtraction that's kind of weird. So Vilgot's going to teach both me and you wonderful 5 people watching. So from the useless machine, I already have a stick of 16-bit addition. All we have to do is add some little input pins just to make it a bit easier to slot into the Turbo Snail, and then we're going to take a copy of that and then hand it over to Vilgot, and he can teach us how to add some fancy circuitry to turn it into subtraction, since it's actually relatively easy to make subtraction, apparently, and I've been doing it wrong with the massive stack of logic and the massive latency, like 2 seconds to subtract. So, we're going to see that.
And that isn't really wrong either, but it's not efficient, so
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just way slower than this. So all we have to do is add a whole bunch of gates here, and then we connect them up. So we just take each one of these gates and connect it to each one of these, and then we go down the line. And then we paint for convenience, and then we're done. Oh, the joy of prefabs. And then duplicate that and hand it over to our local Vilgot to do some subtraction magic. So Vilgot, explain to us how to do subtraction with only addition.
So in theory, it's really simple to do subtraction with addition, at least if you have some basic logic, which we do. So I've written out how you could change this. We have a minus b equals a plus f minus b plus 1. So f is the max number, which is then the highest number you can store in the amount of bits that we're working with, which in this case is 16. But in this example, we only use 4. Then we have a, which is 6, b, which is 3. So we want to subtract 6 from 3, which is 3. And here we can see that f minus b equals inverted b. So we can just invert b when we're building the circuit. So what we want to do is that we take a and then we add inverted b and then we add 1 to that. And what you get then is the same as just subtracting b from a. Okay, so now that you know how to do it in theory, we'll go through how to actually implement this in hardware. So this is a simple full adder, 16-bit adder. So what we can do is to hook up the actual subtraction, the gate that turns on the subtraction, into the carry in of the first bit, and then also up to all of the B inputs to invert them. So then we invert B and adds 1 because we carry in 1. And then it's just connect this gate up to all of the B inputs, which are turned to XOR gates.
And so now that those are done, all we have to do is find a place on the board, which I've already done, right over here next to the RAM, or sorry, not the RAM, the registers, considering the fact that that's exactly the only thing that they'll be wired into. Put them down there, and now we need to do all the wiring. So the wiring that we have to do is we take the A register, wire that into the white side, take the B register, wire that into the dark gray side, and then take the output and wire it to the bus, and do that for both of them, and then take the carry overflow bit, and then put that into some register that doesn't exist yet. And then what we have to do with this is turn it to a NOR gate, and to get that to activate, we just feed it up to there, because since it takes a while for this to ripple down, we actually want this to be constantly in subtraction mode. So we could just flip this every time we want to change it to subtraction, but of course it's much easier to do it like this. Right, one more thing we forgot. We actually need to put an output gate on this, so I just orient this correctly. Just put output gates on all the blue ones, feed them up, connect them, and then we have our output gates, and then we can connect it up to the main bus. So with all that finished up, we just do all the painting. We have the output gates, and then I add a little thing right here because we figured out that this is actually supposed to be inverted, the overflow gate, since it's technically always overflowing. So now if it's negative, that will light up, and then for this, if it overflows, we'll get another flag right here. So now that we're done with the ALU, we can say goodbye to Vilgot.
You know that I live on a different continent, right?
Okay, I think I have an idea. There we go. This should definitely work.
Are you sure this is safe?
Absolutely not. Well, there he goes. So now that we've said goodbye to Vilgot, it's about time to wrap up the episode. So next time, we'll be working on getting all of the actual control logic working. We'll hopefully be able to get our first program running, which is going to be so exciting. So, I guess that's it. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye. Wait, how is he still here?